As he said, I come from the National Geographic Institute for Spain. In the National Geographic Institute, we are adapting our databases to meet the INSPIRE requirements in most of our projects. I'm going to talk this afternoon about one of those projects, that is CartoCiudad. So I will start giving a brief review of CartoCiudad project. I will follow with the legal framework of National Geographic SDIs, and then we will speak about our steps taken into the INSPIRE compliant data and services, and finally my conclusions. Well, first of all, I wouldn't like to spend too much time speaking about CartoCiudad, because it has been presented in other occasions in this forum. But I would like to tell you that CartoCiudad is a road network cartography all over Spain. It connects with the street maps of the urban areas, and it has a topology, so it enables the navigation between every 2 points of Spain. We have the typical information of a street map. We have building numbers, kilometer points, toponyms, postcodes, census sections, and administrative boundaries. All the information is provided by official geographic agencies, so it's a very important point of the project. And all data are available via the internet through standard web services. We have a webmap service for visualizing the data, and several web feature services for locating addresses, thoroughfares, and the other information, postcodes, census sections, and administrative boundaries. And we also have a web processing service to routing, for make the routing. You can visit our portal, our geoportal, in cartociudad.es. We also, due to the National Geographic Institute regulation, we offer our data for free, only for non-commercial purposes. As I said before, one of the main goals of the project is the collaboration between institutions in Spain. On one hand, we have all the data provided by the state-level authorities in the data involved. They are the Cadastre, the Statistical Office, the Postal Office, and as the National Geographic Institute as a coordinator. Those organizations provide us the data they capture or they collect. On the other hand, the regional agencies in cartography in Spain provide us the data and also do the harmonization for integrate the data in CartoCiudad database. Due this collaboration, CartoCiudad data model is becoming a de facto data model in Spain for network cartography. Let me spend some minutes talking about the legal framework of national SDIs in Spain. 2 years ago, the transposition of Directive INSPIRE came into force. It's called the LISIGE. It regulates the institutional organization, appointing the Geographic Directorate Council as the one who guarantees the harmonization and the accessibility and interoperability between SDIs. The LISIGE contains the INSPIRE data themes and other like population, like the minimal population, that is a theme itself. It defines the concept of reference geographic information and sets the condition for geography data and services on SDI. Is a condition offer and interchange the information between the organization and to create the metadata and services necessary to provide the data. Well, in this context, we have started thinking in CartoCiudad project how could meet the INSPIRE requirements. We started with the main information for a street map, that is the road and street features portrayal as center line objects, the roads and street names, the building number on the edge of a parcel, the kilometer points on the road axis, and postal and administrative units. According to INSPIRE data themes, they fitted in addresses and transport network themes, and also geographical name as a part of the others. Regarding address theme, we have experience in that theme because the representative person of CartoCiudad participated in the address thematic working group of INSPIRE, and simultaneously we participated in EURADIP project that took place in 2008 and 2010. It was a Content Plus project of addressing harmonization, and we were testing the INSPIRE address data specification, the first version. So what we did was mapping a CartoCiudad object with the specification object. And we said that building names and numbers were as locator designator, road street name as thoroughfare names, postcode as postal description, and administrative unit names as admin unit names. Here we can see, well, we cannot see it very well, but this is the database structure we created with the admin unit name and thoroughfare name as geographical names that, together with the postal description, were components of an address, and the address locator as an attribute of the address. The other task of EURADIP project was to provide a pilot of a gazetteer services, which offered addresses files in GML 321 format, according to address data model. This is the XML schema definition according to INSPIRE address. And here we can see the GML files in response, which contain the components of an address. So a year later, we aborted the theme transport networks, and specifically road transport networks. We did the same mapping, matching CartoCiudad objects with INSPIRE. So CartoCiudad road and street center lines match road link, collection of center line uniquely identifier as roads, and road and street names as road name. What we have done is create views on our database so that we can maintain our structured database. And we have also the need to create the INSPIRE IDs and create group and divide some CartoCiudad components. Here we can see the views created in our Postgre database. We have created also a view service, INSPIRE compliant. We have published an WMS service version 1.3.0, so we checked the main requirements from technical guidance for the implementation of INSPIRE view services and see that our WMS was ISO 19128 standard. We also supported web map and lead view service operations. We serve our images in PNG and JPEG format. Our coordinate system is ETRS 89. We can assure quality of service with our technology environment. And finally, we have metadata INSPIRE compliant. So part of the task was already done. For creating the CartoCiudad view service according to INSPIRE profile ISO 19128, we have used the technology GeoServer, the version 2.13 with the station for INSPIRE, and additionally we had to create some metadata elements for the supported languages and the references systems and bounding box in each layer. We have the INSPIRE data model, as I said before, and we use the name of the layers the data specification describes. We also have created the portrayal rules defined in INSPIRE and also have maintained CartoCiudad ones. Here we can see the view service with INSPIRE default style, and here with the CartoCiudad style. And finally, here we can see the capabilities response. As conclusions, we can say that our experience has been positive, has not been so difficult in the part of other theme because we have experience before. In the theme of transport networks, it has been more difficult because of the complexity of the theme, of the data specification, and because CartoCiudad network does not use linear referencing, and that has been a little problem for us. In view service, we haven't much problems also because we had a WMS service that were almost compliant. Only to say that we have used open source software for our database and so on. And as future challenges, we have to start with the other layers of the project, but postcodes, statistical units, and administrative geometric is not of our competence, and we have to wait for the authority in the department authorities in these teams to do that work, or if not, to do it ourselves. We have created, as I said before, the gazetted service, and we will use it to create or download service and add the transport theme to create a download service INSPIRE compliant. We have also geoprocesses of routing, and we will have to wait for the spatial data service recommendation for onboarding. And finally, now we have a web it's not a WMTS, but we will create it. We have a tile cache service. And thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you very much, Anna. We have plenty of time. I mean, it's left us time for questions, so please, do you have any questions to Anna? Yeah, down there.
My name is Wolfgang Kipp from PDV Group in Germany. My question is, why do the authorities the same things like professional companies like Google or Navtec or the OpenStreetMap consortium do?
So, your question is that if we have...
So why do you do a road network?
Yes.
While it's a product you can buy or you can share an OpenStreetMap.
Yes. As I wanted to remark was the official character of the data. That is important for us because there are a lot of organizations that ask for official data. For them, it's not enough to have Google data. They want to have official data, and better if the data is one. We, at least at Spain, we have information from Cadastre, from Statistical Office, and our work has been to harmonize all this information and create one only official database.
Do we have any more questions? Come on, don't be shy, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sure you have some questions. No.